Hey everybody. So I have a spool of thread, no, a spool of wire, and this is what I purchased from Dick Blick, and a link to this exact 14 gauge aluminum wire is on your syllabus. And here you can just see I'm unraveling it. And if you've never worked with wire before, and if you got a different wire than this, it might be easier to bend or even harder. Uh, so pay attention to that. You can work with any kind of wire, but some wire is going to be easier than other. This is really flexible, which makes it really nice for creating a line and drawing with. So I'm just going to, at this point, just test some things with this wire before I get started on, if I were you, my first assignment. And here I have some needle nose pliers. I'm going to cut this wire. And I'm just bending it back and forth. Some of you, if you have brand new pliers, it'll work better than my very old wires. But just bending it back and forth, I now have it cut. So the first thing I'm going to do is this first assignment, I'm thinking about, gosh, there's a lot of things to think about. If you draw with a pencil and you say you're drawing your face, you would pick up your pencil, right? If you're going to draw your eye, then you'd pick up your pencil to draw your other eye. But if you were drawing an assignment where you weren't allowed to pick up your pencil, you'd have to just make a line that goes from one eye to the other eye. And that's kind of what you're doing with this wire. So you can start anywhere you want to. If you wanted to, you could start just bending and making an ear. So here I'm starting my ear, and then I'm going to be relaxed about this, by the way. I'm not gonna, I could try to measure everything, but I'm just gonna have fun working with this material. I don't need this to be incredibly realistic. I would like for it to look like a face. But right now, I'm just getting a feel for the material. So I've got the line here for the ear, and then this is my face, the side of my face coming down. Here's the chin. And then I have a decision to make. Am I going to go in and make the lips, or will I come back with another piece of wire and make those lips? I think what I'll do, I'm going to bend this wire is so easy to work with. I'm going to go in because I want to start creating that line that comes in. Um, Obviously my mouth, if I were going to just draw it and pick up my pencil, maybe I wouldn't draw a line from here to here. But because I'm not allowed to pick up my pencil in this assignment, I'm going to work with this idea of creating this form with one line, one constant line. So I'm going to look at my lips. It's getting a little tricky, but that's okay. And then I'm going to come up and make my other ear over here. And I'm not going to have enough wire to do this entire project with just one wire, and that's okay. I'm going to just start making some of my hair here and then come back around. Oof, my hair doesn't go out that much. I'm going to come back around and come up. There are a few things that I know this looks crazy right now, doesn't it? And clearly it's going to be larger than life. But I think once I get eyeballs in here and a nose and I sort of fix this hair a little bit, I think I want to make a neck too. Um, I want to see how I can pull this whole thing together, but I sure am getting a lot of appreciation right now for Alexander Calder and his ability to sculpt and draw with wire. So I wanted to show you this because it's not going to be great at first. I mean, if it is, that is awesome. But I really want you to experiment and explore with this material and have fun with it. Don't stress out about the end result. I want you to really think about the process of working with the wire and looking and seeing your form and working with that with this sculpture. Now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to twist these two pieces of wire together, and then I'm going to keep on working. Maybe I'll come down here and give myself some more hair and connect this with another twist around to connect these two together. And then I'm going to start working more on the interior of the face once I get these guys dialed in together. Or I might decide, gosh, I'd rather just cut this piece and start a new section. So I might do that as well. This ear is not looking great at the moment now that I've twisted these guys together. This is all part of the process. And this is why I am giving you an hour or more to work on this project, because it's important. It's important to realize that this takes time, right? You can't fake it. You just have to spend the time to get it right. Now things are kind of coming together now. You can see now that, okay, fine, it doesn't really look like me. And if I had a piece of paper, it would be easier instead of having me behind it. But now you can see that I have a nose, and I'm working on creating this eye right here. And when you see things starting to come together, and I'm getting excited about this project. I feel like there's a lot happening now that's exciting. Now, if I were smart, I would get better pliers because it would make it easier to cut. And I wouldn't have to pull on my project as much. But anyway, this is what I have here. So I'm going to keep going. Okay, so one eye so far. Once I get this whole thing done, I'm probably going to go back in and do even more detail. But have fun with this project. This is the first one of two. This is the flat one. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and ask me. Okay.